Someone said they wanted to see more goat's milk cheese making, so we make the most simple goat cheese ever. This is a gallon. This is what Freya got this morning of warm, strained goat's milk. So it's been strained, but other than that, it's just fresh from the udder. It's warm, it's raw. Yeah, and just a second actually. So she did a 1/16 of a teaspoon of a mesophilic culture. You can use a clabber culture. However, a freeze-dried culture, yes, you can put it away. Use a freeze-dried culture makes a stable end product, so it will stay the exactly same cheese in the fridge good for a month. If you use a clabber culture, it continues to age and get stronger in taste, which if you want that, that's great. Do that, especially if you like camembert, it will start going towards that sort of flavor. It will get that sort of good molds to it, most likely. But we want a stable end product, so we use a freeze-dried culture.
Now this much of the liquid.
Yes, so the culture sits in here for a few minutes before she stirs it in, and she's getting the rennet right now. Yep. We use a non-GMO calf rennet. I don't use any artificial rennets. I like to use calf rennet. I think it gives you the best end product, and also it's good for much longer than after it expires. I buy a big thing because I share it with friends. So she needs just a drop. So she has these cute little ones. They're from Cheese Needs. So this is a drop, which is a 1/16 of a teaspoon. You can just actually do a drop, but is it on pretty tight?
Yeah.
They're pretty cute. Can you hold the bottle still? Oh boy. There we go.
The rennet, shut it.
So we've got just a couple tablespoons of water because the rennet needs to be diluted. Yeah, now stir it in. So first she's gonna stir the freeze-dried culture, remember? So she's gonna stir that around first. And now she adds the rennet.
And then stir it again.
And then stir it again. And just a little bit more, and then she's gonna put the lid on, and it's just gonna stay on the counter for 24 hours now.
So
Tomorrow morning we'll strain it.
And then we strain it until the night.
Yeah.
Then we got to put in jars.
Yeah. And salt it.
Yes. And salt it.
Yes, cleaning up after yourself, important steps.
Close the lid.
Mm-hmm.
I will label it.
No, it's fine.
Then we finally place the counter to put.
Yeah, we need to wash some dishes. There we go. Now we forget about it till tomorrow morning. Set an alarm on your phone if you're gonna forget too hard.
Yes.
We'll remember, right?
Yeah, probably.
Ran to the post office this morning. People often ask about genetics in us raising our own meat birds, and how often do we keep roosters and this and that, and we haven't added any new genetics other than like one new rooster last year since 2 years ago. So we just bought ourselves a box of new genetics. I'll show you what it is. I gotta get him home first. Back. Nope, back you go. It means now that we're gonna have to bring him from where we just got them to back to here for milking at night. and in the morning, which is going to be kind of hard until they get into routine for it. But we just ran out of grass on the other side, and so we had to move over this side. It's a drought year again. It's like 9 o'clock at night right now because we had guests over at milking time, and they don't know what to do with cows. They were here to just see the cows. They're cousins of Marius's. So we didn't really want to move cows with some people who don't know what to do with cows, because that could not go good. So it's only been just over 12 hours, 14 hours, but it's so warm in our house that we're going to deal with it now, because you can see like it's like the whey and the cheese curds are sunken. So this is a butter muslin bag that someone sent to us, one of our YouTube, someone from here sent this to us. I forget your name, but if it was you, we love this bag.
It's really nice you've made a pile.
It's really great for this.
I've done past batches of cheese, and all the batches were made with this cloth.
I also use it for butter. So we're gonna strain it through there. That's what we're gonna do first.
Yes, it's from this morning's milk. All the whey's coming out. Got in my eye.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take this bag out. Can you take the strainer, Freya? So I'll hold the bag. Because we don't actually hang this when we do it. Yeah, we don't hang it when we do this. It just sits in the strainer, I think is what works best.
Then we tie it
shut. Yeah, then we tie it shut.
Maybe we'll be able to show you when I put it in the jar.
Yeah, here, just a second here. Okay, now do it. Now it's gonna sit overnight, and we'll show you it in the morning.
When we're filming and doing all the stuff for getting into jars.
Okay, that's good. Okay, yeah, there you go. So you want to make sure this is in, because if it's out, it will slowly leak and drip all out.
Okay.
There you go. Now, Missy, it is almost 10 o'clock. It is time for bed.
Yes, where should I put the pot?
You can stay right there. So in here, the two brown cows on the right are our heifers. They're hanging out at a neighbor's to keep them safe from the bull. The one who just looked at me is Jess's calf, and the other one's Mabel's, and then they have, the horned one is a cow that has a calf, and then laying down there's a steer. They have Dexters. And our Dexter bull we own with them. That's Raspberry getting up there.
And Buttercup.
And Buttercup's laying down, yeah. And they are 1 in October, and they'll get bred around Christmas. They'll be put in with the bull. Isn't that calf so cute? Come on, Jeff. We were just in church. We were worried about the bull breeding the heifers, like busting through a fence, and so were the Geshes. So they said, hey, why don't we just take the heifers until it's time for us to take the bull back. And there you go. Small onions, and then I sliced them all in the freeze jar. Yeah, you should see when I opened the not the freeze jar, the food processor after slicing them. I cried pretty good. Anyhow, they are.
Can I have one?
You want?
Can I eat one?
Sure.
A ring. And this is the. It doesn't taste like anything. The green doesn't taste that much, but the ring.
Dug some more potatoes and pulled some more beets. This is a lovely golden beet. Isn't that lovely? Anyhow, this is the water that I water. It's tap water that I water all my hanging baskets with. So we're just giving them a rinse in here first, because it's not going to hurt the hanging baskets. Look at that, to have a bit of dirt in the water. And it saves water because we buy water, friends.
Even
Yeah.
we do.
So we call these ones butter reds. They're red skin, yellow flesh. The skin will get much darker red as they get more mature. They're just new potatoes. And these are French, which is what Marius's grandpa calls them. Purple skin, white flesh. They're like a russet, really fluffy flesh. Whereas these are creamy, more like a Yukon Gold. Yes, put them in there. Thank you, Amos.
Can I take this over and
No.
sit on it?
Oh, and sit on it? Yes, sure. Showed you guys the finished goat milk cheese. So we put it in these little jars, and it is a beautiful, soft, do you want to show for you?
Really?
It's a nice, soft consistency, and we often bring it to potlucks. But how have you been enjoying it?
On toast.
Freya loves to have goat cheese on toast. She is a classy girl. You gonna pop that back in the fridge?
And now Rodneymus loves it also.
Yeah, we are down fishing on the river. It's kind of cool because I can see the fish swimming underneath of them from here. They're fishing for salmon. And for the rest of us, it's nice to play down. There's a back eddy over here. It's nice to play in. There's no current, so the little kids can safely play. Even at that, the river's pretty low right now. Like, it can go all the way over there. So, it's pretty low. And the current is not bad. Like, they can go out pretty far, and it's still safe. However, whenever I'm at the water with kids, if you can't swim, you have a life jacket on, because that means that I can relax and I don't have to be close to all the kids at the same time. I don't have life jackets on. I have to keep Rowan and Amos close to me, and I'm near them all the time. And it's just really stressful to have to be on that level of alertness all the time. Whereas when they have life jackets on, obviously I still need to be near them, but it's a lot more relaxed. And this baby's trying to sleep. Let's go see how much rain we got in the rain gauge. Those ramps are there. I know it's kind of weird to have ramps on your flower bed. People have asked about that. They're quad or snowmobile ramps or dirt bike ramps for the back of a truck. But we have a dear friend who's in a wheelchair. So this is how he gets up into our house. So we just keep it there. So it's super easy. When he comes, just grab it so he can get into the house. Garden's looking good. One of the pigs, one of the coonies got into the garden and nibbled lettuce because that was the only thing he wanted to eat. But that stuff came back even better after he nibbled it. That was kind of funny. Let's see. It is wet out here. Two centimeters. Just shy of an inch. Sweet, and a dead bee that doesn't want to come out. There we go. That float is supposed to come up, but I think that it was stuck because of the bee. This is marshmallow, which we use the root for tea. This is the first time growing it. I planted it last year. It did almost nothing. This year it's magnificent. Look how giant it is. This is a perennial sunflower. I don't know if it spreads by seeds or roots, but I'm excited about it. I love it. Let's see, what else do we have going on in here? This is Freya's garden. And Rowan's. She's got potatoes. I don't know what that blue one is. That's zinnia, some lettuce, more potatoes, different poppies. This is Phacelia. The bees absolutely love this. I'm gonna save the seeds from it and spread it all over the place because the bees adored it. Now we have some broccoli that didn't do very good, some cabbages. We got a lot more cabbages in the big garden. You guys know that. These purple beans, which the plant is not very big. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Anyhow, there's more beans to pick today. Bunch of lettuce. Oh, that one's bolted. It needs to go to the animals. In here we have motherwort, calendula, some strawberries that didn't really do very well. This is called Speedwell. I don't really know what it's for, except for pretty. I got the hiccups, guys. If you know what this plant is, can you tell me? I lost the tag on it. It's huge, it's magnificent, but I have no tag to know what it is. The other part of the garden that's been really fun, okay, so we have yellow beans here, we have beets, there was onions and garlic in there, but it's been pulled. Let me show you this. So there's cilantro everywhere. Echinacea. I grew this from seed and it came back this year. We've picked some of them for making tincture. There's more that will come on, and we use some leaves and some flowers, and we will use the roots at some point. It's pretty exciting. So this one's just all sorts of herbs. We have basil and mint, calendula, lettuce. I think those are delphiniums. Rowan calls them dingly bells, and now I forgot what their real name is. This one, more herbs. We have dill, Egyptian walking onions or never-ending onions. And here we have some chamomile, lemon verbena. I think this is borage. It just came up here. Sage, more mint, oregano, lemon balm, basil, thyme, some random peas Rowan planted, more sage, more mint. Guys, I just eat mint. Like, I just pick it and eat it all the time. So next week, I'm going to do the milking video for you. However, funny thing, part of our milking machine broke and we're hand milking, which is fine. We like to hand milk. So it's going to be a hand milking video, not a machine milking video. I did order the milking bucket broke. Got a huge crack in it and there was no way to fix it food safe. So I ordered a stainless steel milking bucket and it came into a dairy. I just called a dairy supply that I know comes up regularly and asked if they could bring it up, as well as I bought some new milk hose and a pulsator repair kit, because those are pulsator repair kit. Like, if something's gonna go wrong, it's your vacuum pump or your pulsator, pretty much guaranteed. So just to have an extra pulsator repair kit on hand, and the stainless steel milking bucket, which, holy Dinah expensive, friends. Stainless steel milking bucket to go with the milking machine, but it's not going to crack on me. If it gets dense, it's just character. So I could have bought a new plastic one for $300 Canadian, or the stainless steel one was $500. But you break one more plastic one and there's already, you could have bought a stainless one. So that's what we did. So that's going to be my video for you next week. I hope you all have a lovely week. I need to go inside and do some homeschool planning. And it's an office morning for me. And also, I did a coloring book for my insiders. We have a membership, a subscription membership. We call them the insiders. And we made a coloring book for them. And we are going to be selling the coloring book publicly this week. So I'll put a link for that for you. And I'm telling you this because we're going to have a coloring book contest. And there's going to be a weekly draw for a prize till the end of September. So if you like coloring and you like prizes, it's going to be fun. The details are going to be over on Instagram. So hop on over there to check it out. Quick before you go, because I've done this before and you guys really like this, you think it's fun. It is August. It is chaos in the kitchen because there's preservation happening everywhere. So we have 2 canners full of applesauce. They're not pressure canning. I'm steam canning using the pressure canners. We have a bucket of buttermilk because we just made some butter, and actually I made it into ghee. I think the ghee did get put away, yes, because there was ghee there waiting to be put away. Marius just grabbed out some broth because he's making a soup because it's not that hot of a day. We have some old garlic that they're gonna peel for me to freeze dry. He's got stuff out here for making he's making a moose heart and barley soup. I have these tomatoes that I got from a friend. They need to ripen a bit and then they're gonna become sauce. Here's some onions that we freeze dried that are going in the soup. The roasting oven is just a permanent fixture right now because of the applesauce, but then it's gonna be because of tomato sauce. We have dilly beans fermenting. These are ones that have been fermenting for a bit. And these ones just got started. Oh, and this is cute because I got this at a garage sale. How fun is this, friends? Probably 3 to 4 quart size. Could not walk away from that. What else do we got going on here? We have a bucket of potatoes, just for new potatoes for eating. And Hamish is making ginger beer, and he was tasting it.
I have a slight dilemma.
And he got a straw in there. It's a stainless steel straw. Just leave it in there.
When I bottle it,
Yeah. And then over on here, this is how we dry herbs because we have a dry climate, and almost all our herbs dry well like this. So we have calendula for tea. That's mint, and more mint I got from my sister's garden. She had piles of it. That's oregano from our garden. Sage and more sage. If you have a sore throat, sage tea with lemon and honey is the best. Hamish is trying to grow an avocado. See how that goes. That's the echinacea flowers for a tincture. More mint. Yarrow. Some random things. Lemon balm. And I know that one's mint. Chamomile. And those ones are empty. So this is how we dry a bunch of herbs. It works really well in our dry climate. One more place I wanted to show you where there's stuff going on. We have, this is the room of chaos of fishing gear and canning and trapping and bows. Freeze dryer is going. It is full of jalapenos. You can't see it. But I'm telling you this because if a freeze dryer has been on your list, they're on sale only till the end of August. So I'll give you my link for that. This is a cart we got from Costco for $100. I have some garlic curing on the bottom. It works really well for this. Pumps over there. And this room, we can then close the door. Yes, this is the chaos of this room, guys. It needs help, but that's a winter project. We can close this room because a freeze dryer puts off heat. But while it's chaos, it's fun chaos, guys. Like, we have some pretty neat things we've saved up and accumulated over the years. Birthdays, Christmas, things like that. Like a incubator for hatching our own chicks and meat birds. And a vacuum sealer for fish and cheese. And some buckets of honey that we bought bulk from a friend for making mead and for tea. Ice cream maker, meat grinder. 20th year of butchering chickens, and I'm 32 years old, and I didn't grow up in a farming family. Like, my family came from farming, but my parents were not farmers. So Marius and I, since we were married when I was 19, have been slowly collecting all these different things because we've always been into this before it was cool on the internet. We've been collecting these things. So we have a lot of cool toys for homesteading, but we've been saving up for a long time for them. Basil and tomatoes were in dehydrator. I don't know why basil takes just forever. Is it finally done? Something I get asked is, would I pick a dehydrator or a freeze dryer? And how do I know if I would dehydrate or freeze dry something? If you don't have a dehydrator, get a dehydrator before you get a freeze dryer. Dehydrator is way more cost effective and way easier to use. It's a very versatile thing. We use it for herbs, mushrooms, fruit. There's tomatoes in there because I wanted them like dry, not crunchy. Like I wanted them like chewy, bendy dry, not crunchy like a freeze dryer would do because they're for cheese. Anyhow, always get a dehydrator first. Absolutely, hands down. Anyhow, I am really saying goodbye now. So have a lovely week, and we'll see you next week with a milking video.